Introduction to Action Links Part 3 of 3, Creating a Pop-up Search Window in the Library's Catalog. To create a pop-up search window, the first thing you must know is the proper form of the URL to create a search in your catalog of an MMS ID. We are a primo institution here at Minnesota, and the form for our search looks something like this, where this portion will remain constant, and this is the MMS ID. So with that knowledge, we can now go in and build our action link. We'll go to Edit, and just as before, we'll choose the column we want the link to be on and choose Column Properties. We'll take Interaction, and again change the interaction to an action link. We add a new action link and put in a text. We'll now click on the cog, and rather than going to another BI report, we're going to navigate to a web page. Because our URL is going to vary from row to row, we don't want to enter the URL directly. Instead, we're going to define some parameters. We'll put in the constant form of our URL, and we'll close it with the variable form, but instead of putting in the MMS ID, we're going to put in a parameter that we will name MMS. We designate it, as it says here, to use the token at open curly brackets MMS close curly brackets. We're now going to define that parameter down here. We'll use the same name that we used in the MMS. We don't actually need to enter a prompt because we're not going to be prompting this from the user. Instead, for the value, we're going to use a column value, and since we have the MMS ID in our report, we can just select it directly. We want this to be fixed, but more importantly, we want it to be hidden. Since this is going to be constant and generated by the report itself, the user doesn't need to enter any information. This prompt would normally ask them to enter the information manually. Down here we have options, and for this case here, I want to open it in a new window. That way the user can have a report open, click to search the catalog, and still have a tab left to go back and click other links. Click OK, 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 and OK. And of course, importantly, we save. Now, because this was originally built off of a master detail report, I need to run through the master detail path, so I will go this way. Now we can see that these MMS IDs are clickable links. If I choose one, we get the pop-up, and I click to search, a new tab opens up, and the search automatically happens in our catalog. If, for reasons you want to have the user directed from the report to the link without opening up in a new window, you can go into the interaction, edit it, edit this action, and under options, turn this off. Once you turn that off, what will happen is that the URL path will take the user within the same window. So here I'm going to close this tab out, and if we click here, we'll see now that it happens in the same tab. This can be advantageous if someone has a browser that blocks pop-ups, but the disadvantage is that it's not going to allow you to go back to the report. You might click on the back tab, and it might work, but that's an unpredictable and unreliable user interface. Thank you.